I'm Homeworks Consultant Megan Hutson, and today we are going to take a look inside of the Parent-Led Textbook Kit for the 4th edition of Algebra 2. Inside of the textbook kit, you will find a Teacher's Edition, a Teacher's Edition Companion, the Student Textbook, the Student Activities Book, the answer key to the Activities Book, and an assessment packet and the answer keys. So join me as we look inside of these books. This is the Algebra 2 Teacher Edition book. There are actually 2 parts to this Teacher Edition. This is part 1 and will include all of the information for chapters 1 through 7. Part 2 will then contain chapters 8 through 14. At the beginning of this book, you will find all sorts of information that you should read through before you begin teaching this course. This includes some information on the Homeschool Hub, which is where your family will be able to find your digital resources and any instructional aids you may need to use to support your lessons. There's also some information here about afterschoolhelp.com, which is another website that we offer that will allow your student to have additional practice and some supplementary videos for some of the tougher topics that you might encounter during Algebra 2. Moving on. We do have some pages here about the Teacher Edition features. This will list some of the highlights of what you'll see in each of the lessons for things to look for, like your chapter objectives, your essential questions, any examples, biblical worldview shaping, and what that means for each lesson. This page right here gives us some information on scheduling. Perhaps your child needs a standard or advanced track. This will give you an example of how a schedule might look for those types of tracks. There's also a suggestion for a basic track. Maybe your child does not need anything beyond Algebra 2, and they are going to be finished with their math after they're done with Algebra 2, and they don't need any of the pre-cal topics. So this is a suggested track of how you can modify your year to be able to eliminate some of the stuff they would not need if they were not going on to pre-cal. The next couple pages highlight some of the pages from the student book and the highlights of what you would find in those student pages. And then we would begin our chapters. We're going to jump ahead to chapter 3. Each chapter will begin with a lesson plan overview. These lesson plan overviews will list out each of the sections in the chapter. It will also tell you if more than one day is needed for a section. You'll have the page numbers listed that you'll be using in the student book. You'll also have your objectives for each of the sections, along with any resources you may need to pull from online, and then any assessments to be able to check your child's work. Moving ahead, there's going to be a couple more pages for my lesson plan overviews, and then that will lead into our chapter. Each chapter will begin with some chapter objectives, followed by an overview and some information on biblical worldview shaping. Each section will be set up very similar for me as a mom. I'm going to have my section overview with my essential question. I've got my objectives, my digital resources, and my materials listed for me at the very beginning of the lesson. Now this course is set up very similar to the way that the other secondary BJU math courses are, and students will have examples in their textbook that they will be able to follow along with as references for when they're working through their own assignments. As a mom, I'm going to have notes to add in as we are working through those examples. I may notice these little red circles in the book. These correspond with these red circles down here in the margins, and this is information that I am adding in as we are working through those examples. You may also notice that I have a section here for graphing calculators. Often in this course, they will recommend using a TI-84 Plus calculator to be able to practice graphing or doing other functions on the calculator. So students would continue working through their lesson. You would be continuing to add in any information. There's also options for additional problems if you need to do more practice. After working through all the examples, we now have our assignment that we're going to assign our child. They're going to work through the example problems. And then we will use the answers that are provided in the margins to grade our children's work. Sometimes the answers may not fit on the page, and you might see this box in red at the bottom that says continued in the solutions overflow located at the end of the chapter. Those pages do appear at the end of the chapter after the chapter review. And each chapter does end with a chapter review that will list some key concepts and some of the highlights from this chapter, and then some additional practice problems to work through before taking the test, generally the next day. Moving ahead, the back of the book does have selected answers. This is really just showing that this is going to be in the student textbook as well. It is the odd answers to most of the sections in this book. And this one again will have answers for chapters 1 through 7, and part 2 will have the remainder of the book. Okay, so that is the Teacher Edition book. This is the Teacher Edition Companion. This is a book to be used in conjunction with your Teacher Edition. It does not replace your Teacher Edition book, but at the beginning of this book, you'll have some information about how to use this companion. And I like to use it for planning purposes because at the beginning of the book, I've always got a lesson plan overview for the entire upcoming year. So this is a quick glance for me to see what's coming up. And then it splits it down a little further into each section. So this lesson 26 matches 3.1, which is what we just looked at in the Teacher Edition book. It has those same objectives, those same resources and materials, and even the same assignments that I would be assigning my child. So this is a quick glance for me to see what we're going to be doing in the upcoming days. At the back of this book, it's got some collaboration ideas and even some one-on-one activities and games that we can try. Since we don't have a classroom full of students, when the Teacher Edition book suggests doing something with the classroom, instead of doing those activities, we have some modifications or other games that could be used in place of those classroom activities. And these are all listed in our Teacher Edition Companion. This is the Algebra 2 student textbook. So this book is not designed to be written in. This is a textbook with slick pages, and your student will be showing their work on a separate sheet of paper. The book starts out with your table of contents to show what you are going to be learning about this year, and then it jumps to a features page, which talks about algebra around the world, programming challenges, technology corners, application problems, college entrance test preparation, and STEM projects. These are all the different features that are in this textbook besides just your lessons where you are learning something new, a new skill or a new math concept. So they've added in some additional information to help make this book a little bit more exciting. And there are 2 STEM projects for this year. One is called wind turbines, and that is about halfway through the year. And the other is called tornadoes, and that's towards the end of the year. Let's go ahead and jump ahead now to chapter 3. This is the same chapter we were looking at a few minutes ago in the Teacher Edition book, so let's see what the student book shows us. So 3.1, solving systems graphically. This is our first section in this chapter. Real quickly, I see that I've got a couple of bold words. These are vocabulary words that I should know what they mean by the end of this section. I've also got some examples that I can work through, make sure I understand. And then I see an afterschoolhelp.com QR code. This is a BJU Press created website, and the video that you will find here will directly relate to the lesson that the students are working through on these pages. There are also sometimes some additional practice problems that you can work through there as well. I do see that I have a list of vocabulary words that I should know at the end of this chapter. These are generally the bold words that I'm seeing mixed in. And then we would continue working through our examples and work through our technology corner on our calculator, and then we would be doing our assignment. Each lesson does end with a cumulative review to review concepts that we have done throughout this course. Moving ahead, here's one of those algebra around the world. This one's called Greek math, and this is introducing some information about Greek mathematics. Moving ahead again, I see that I've got my application problems. These are mixed in periodically throughout each of the chapters, and it's just additional problems of problem solving with word problems in real life situations. Each chapter does end with a chapter review. The review will list out highlights from each of the sections, and then it will provide some additional practice problems to review before taking the chapter test. And each chapter also ends with a college entrance test preparation page, and it will review different concepts that students may see on the ACT or SAT. I did mention a few minutes ago that there are 2 STEM projects in Algebra 2. Here's the first one called Wind Turbines. This one's happening after Chapter 4 and before Chapter 5 starts. The pages for the instructions are actually in the student activities book, which I will show you in just a few moments. Moving ahead now. At the back, I do have the selected answers. These answers are for the odd number problems. And then I have my glossary, followed by my index, followed by a quick reference page, and then the very last page has commonly used symbols and what they mean. So that's the Algebra 2 student textbook. This is the activities book for students, and this is a workbook style book where students could write directly on these pages. This is additional practice for some of the concepts that you might find in Algebra 2. Also in this book, you will find the instructions for your 2 STEM projects. Here's the one for wind turbines. This follows Chapter 4, and you'll be able to follow the instructions and then answer the questions and do the calculations in this book. So this is the students' activities book. This is the answer key to the activities book. In this book, you will just find the answers to the activity book. There is no instruction in this book at all. It is purely just an answer key. So this is the activities answer key. And the last 2 things we have for this course is the assessment packet and the answer key to the assessment packet. Inside of the assessment packet, you will find a copy of the tests and the quizzes for students to be able to write their answers down. And then inside of this blue packet, this is the answer key that will help you grade the assessments. Thank you for joining me as we looked inside of the Parent-Led Textbook Kit for the 4th edition of Algebra 2. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to your local Homeworks by Precept consultant. We are all happy to help you.